This is Sean Sport in podcast form.
This great man, Sean Darcy.
And you know what, Natalie? I am in close proximity with him, and I'm buzzing.
I noticed because Sean McManus
buzzing.
isn't with us today, and last time that happened, we let you sit up in his chair.
That middle chair
and
is not good.
You headbutted the microphone several times, so we
I'm
put you back in
comfortable
his
here.
spot.
Yeah, this spot, I like it. I'm comfortable here.
We don't want you to be out under concussion protocols because of that.
Let's quickly talk about your love of Entourage. Was that your biggest show? Was that the show you most connected to?
I reckon I've watched it 5-6 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, love it. Just easy watch. You turn it on, you just laugh the whole time.
Yeah.
You can watch about.
And do you relate? Because, you know, you're on the big bucks, you've got an agent, you've got your mates that hang around like Turtle.
Who's your Entourage?
Entourage.
Yeah, who's
Who's
your
your
Entourage?
Turtle? Who's your E?
Yeah.
I reckon Tom Hart, Jamie Hess would be Turtle. Tom Hart would probably be Johnny Drama.
You're Vince, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to be Vince.
You're Vince. Have we got an Ari Gold in the mix?
Well, it has to be my manager, but he's done. He's completely opposite to Ari Gold. We'll call him Ari.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Hey, we looked at some of your renovations just then, and the roof is off the house.
The roof is off, so yeah, they're getting started. It's a great time to have no roof when
Yes,
it's been
middle of winter,
really,
and that is always the way. It's like, the roof's off. I check the forecast.
It's raining.
Torrential downpours are forecast. Yeah.
It's always great, but they're
Yeah.
starting and it's on its way, so that's the main thing.
There's something exciting about building a house from the ground up, and Nat, I was asking about what he's got planned for the kitchen, if there's something special going in there, and to me, there is something that people have that just show that they're doing really well in life, and Sean's getting it. Sean, tell everyone what's happening.
It's like you can put soda water in your tap.
Oh, yeah.
Hot water,
fizzy
boiling
water, fizzy water
We're
tap.
at Channel 7.
They're like, yeah, do you want that? I was
Yeah.
like, that's sick.
We were at Channel 7 the other day filming a commercial, and in the just outside of the makeup room, they had that tap, and no one knew. So I went and got a glass of water and went, "Oh my God, this is sparkling!" Everyone goes, "No, it's not." Even people that work there didn't know it was sparkling. And then you should have seen the lineup, mate. It's like a lineup at the Schweppes factory. It was ridiculous.
So, yeah, when I need a soda or I'm coming to your
Just come
house, I just
around.
come around with it. Can I have a glass of water, please? knock, knock, knock. Off to Essendon this week.
Essendon, yep.
Big game.
Big game. MCG.
This is a generic football question. Nathan just zoned out. See that?
Didn't even look.
Come back to me when we want some relief.
Yeah, MCG, they're going to come out firing. They had a bad couple of weeks, so the media's been all over them in Melbourne, so it'd be a really
They're
tough
ready
game.
to go.
When's the... do you still get a thrill at being at the MCG, or is it a workplace now?
No, I still love it.
Yeah, so you
How
still
many games
feel
have
it?
you played there this year?
This year, twice, I think. So,
It's crazy that the Perth teams don't get a look in there, isn't it?
I think my first 3 years I didn't play there once.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Youth 3, halfway through it, when you first game, and I was like, it's still so cool. Like the stadiums that go so high, it's crazy.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking
the
here at
stands are
Optus, the change rooms and the facilities are like top level, yeah? And I'm guessing they are all around, but who's got the crappiest?
Probably the Gabba.
Really?
Yeah,
right.
It's really old.
Hopefully but 2032 you won't still be playing then, will you? Because
see
for
how we go.
the Olympics they'll do it up, surely.
Yeah, they were meant to do it up, and I don't think it came through a couple of years ago, but yeah, it's small. You have to duck when you run out,
Oh.
things like that. Like,
You have to duck.
Everybody. Melbourne, 14 degrees on Sunday, so
it's not going to be warm.
it's not great, is
No,
it?
no.
Do you go the long sleeves?
Never, no.
Who does? Do many people go the long
Michael
sleeves?
Frederick,
Yeah.
James Aish, Brandon Walker are the big three. They're always...
Do you have a crack at them about it?
No, they
is
can
what
run
it is.
fast, so
Yeah,
I
okay.
can't, so
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
let them. But they're always, even when it's sunny, do you reckon it's cold enough? I was like, boys, it's like 20 degrees out there. Surely we're not
You
doing
should
it.
be getting his hand.
So-
So do you think your upbringing down on that, like you're Coal Lake, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have
Cold
prepared you for
and-
cold weather, surely.
Oh, it's freezing down there,
Yeah.
and we never wore long sleeves down there, so maybe skins at training, but that was about it.
I wonder when the first person's going to be brave enough to wear a skivvy.
Yeah, the turtleneck footy
They're,
jumper.
they're very in right now. It's very GQ.
I mean, it's Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do it anywhere, you do it
Gotta
in
do it in
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, when your head got knocked the other day, I was like, I was watching that. I was like, geez,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but I was fine, so
Yeah.
I should have kept my feet and not slipped over.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a- it's
okay,
a, it's
that
a long
was-
way for you to go down when you fall, isn't it?
It is.
The ground's a long way away.
It's probably longer than
They
you.
should put a parachute on there, to be honest. Oh, no, he's falling.
Something to soften the blow.
I was speaking the other day, and my mum and dad they brought it up to me, and anyway, and I was speaking to the guys about it, and apparently it's odd what I do. I want to know, do you close your bedroom door when you sleep?
Yes.
That's what I do.
But you live alone?
Yeah.
What about where's the dog?
He's outside. In a kennel.
Yeah. So I said I sleep. I close the door when I sleep, and everyone said that's so strange.
But why would you when there's nobody else in the house?
Yeah, I know that, but it's just routine that you just do it.
Yes.
Isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Mine's open.
Is that not? No, no one else does it.
Me too.
I've got animals that come in and out.
We're the unusual ones, apparently.
Yeah, right.
But I thought I just thought it was normal. And you're like, oh, wait there, what if something's happening in your apartment? I'd rather wake up and hear something and see the door closed and see a stranger walking past my room. I don't know. It's like wearing underwear under jeans. You should do it. It just finishes it.
I don't think it's like that at all. I think you should wear underwear under jeans.
I do too. Do you wear underwear under jeans?
Yes,
Great.
I do.
Okay, great.
Is there anyone on your team that doesn't wear underwear? The no underwear people?
No,
They're so gross.
No.
Josh Tracy signed on.
Big
He's
deal.
sticking around for a long time.
Yeah,
He's in the
2030,
and
so-
I noticed that you did on the gram suggest that maybe he could buy a coffee now.
Yeah, it would be nice to get a coffee from the big fella.
He constantly leeches off you. Is that what happens?
He does. So
Well, you make ruck money.
he makes full forward money. That's big.
Oh, really?
I
It's
think that's
full forward money better than ruck
they kick
money.
Goals. They kick goals.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Midfield's full forwards.
Would he have soda water coming out of his taps?
Oh, he will in 6 years. What he signed for?
You don't just get it straight away. But yeah, 6-year deal. That's
6 years.
It's pretty good. What are you signed for?
6 as well.
Oh, okay. All right. They locked you down too. That's why you got the soda water tap.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Hey,
good luck.
when your house is done, can we have a listener party there?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
He's agreed to it. That's a contract.
Amy, get that happening.
The Dockers take on Essendon. 1:20 Sunday Arvo. When do you fly out today?
Yeah.
All right. Off to the airport.
Too easy.
Got your travel tracksuit on. You're good to
I
go.
do. Ready to go.
Business class.
Of course.
There seems to be
spirit.
toothpaste on the pant of his tracksuit pants, by the way, Natalie.
No, I think that was Duke.
I wonder what you're going to say there.
Okay.
Me a little bit. Okay.
Is Joe what?
It's 5 to 7 on no.
Yeah, yeah.
Two.
Shaun Sport in podcast form. Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Of course, there's a lot of action happening in Paris, including some great things in the pool overnight. Tune in and watch the Olympics live and free on Channel 9, 9GEM and 9 Now. And a legend of the sport joins us now, Cate Campbell. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Cate Campbell.
Kate, another golden night for the Aussies.
Oh, wasn't it great?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much expected, though. We knew that they were going to get that done, right?
Yeah, but they were really pushed.
Yeah.
Like, the Americans were a lot closer than I would have liked. And then, of course, Arnie dove in the water and blew them all away and got her hand on the wall first. So, I was not happy with how stressed I had to be in the middle, but I'm very happy with the result.
Kate, this includes you. How are we doing this? What are we doing to our females here in this country that is creating such a dominance in the pool? It's mathematically impossible, I think, maybe.
For the women to be doing so incredibly well, and the men. It's not that the men aren't doing well.
No, it's just that the women are bionic
Yes.
and the men are human.
So what's the difference? How's this happening?
I know. It seems to be at the moment that if you are from Australia and you want to win an Olympic gold medal, you have to have a uterus.
Of course you do.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing.
That is the trend that's emerging at the moment.
Watch, you
Don't
saying
worry,
that
Harry.
right now, watch the amount that now they're going to make artificial uteruses for men and
It's the
tampons
secret.
will be free, all of it.
Oh, but you know what? Guys have a whole second week of the games to start lifting it. But it is just phenomenal. Athletes, and especially our women, are just absolutely killing it. And you know what? I'm not entirely sure why. I have many, many theories, but I'm just going to settle with our girls are absolute legends.
Have you
And
ever cut
probably
your
leave it at
arm,
that.
Kate, to see if there's blood, and not wires?
Molten metal.
Also, don't worry though. They do go through extensive drug testing, and I am assured that it's urine that comes out and not oil. So I can confirm that
It's
they're
good to
human
know.
and not bionic.
Yeah, we have to check. The fellas have got a legit chance tonight, though, because Cam McAvoy, he could win this, couldn't he? At the age of 32?
He absolutely could. So, yes, the men could get on the board thanks to Cameron McAvoy in the splash and dash, the 50 metres freestyle. If he wins it, he will be the first Australian man to ever win an Olympic gold medal in the men's 50 metres freestyle. So there is history in the making on the line for Cam McAvoy. He's really changed up his approach to swimming in the past couple of years. He was going to give the sport away after Tokyo, and then has pretty much revolutionized the way that you train for 50 meters freestyle. And I would say that he has started a new era in sprint freestyle training that is going to get picked up all over the world. And he's been so generous with his knowledge sharing, but not too generous, we're hoping, because we're hoping that he can get his hand on the wall first, and he's kept a few secrets for himself. And then once he's won, he can go and share it with everyone.
As a recently retired 50 freestyler yourself, is there any chance that you're like, maybe if I adopt the Cameron McAvoy method, you could be back for the next games, Kate?
Because remember, you're a female, so you do it better.
You know what? I do have the advantage of having a uterus.
You do.
That's true.
I mean, I haven't checked, but I'm taking your word for it.
I mean, how different
I can assure you I do have one.
How different is Cam's training? Because everybody's talking about it, but as somebody that trained for the same event, is it... Because what I heard is he swims heaps less, and you think that can't be right.
Yeah, it's crazy. So he has cut his volume by about 90%, which is incredible. It's just not something that you hear of.
Can we do that at work?
Usually swimming, cutting workload by 90%. No, cutting swimming volume. He's up to gym sessions. He's up to like many other things. So, and I think he's put on something like 8 kilos of muscle. He's done a lot of calisthenics, a lot of rock climbing to get, really good body connection and strength right out at the end of your fingertips and toes. He's really worked closely with like the best sports minds at the Queensland Academy of Sport. And I think that what is so wonderful about this is that he has been able to try a bunch of different things. He's been able to consult with industry leaders, and they've seem to have found a formula that is working really, really well. He's equal fastest qualifier for the final. He was the fastest man coming in, the top speed on paper. He's a world champion already. So, it is going to be very, very
But it's
exciting.
a mad race. Like, if you miss the start by a fraction of a second, it's over, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, you make one little tiny mistake, and actually, that's what Cam has really focused in on. He's a real detail-oriented guy. I think he studied like fine particle physics, so he has a really big brain that can delve down into really small niche concepts that my head can't wrap around. And so he's really like drilled down into every aspect of the 50 meters freestyle from the start. From your hand positioning, do you have to move your hand 2 centimeters to the left or to the right? When you're kicking, which foot is elevated when which arm is down? Like, he's really got super technical. Wow. You can tell he's just got his full nerd on. But you know what? It's working.
Yeah.
Let's
fingers
talk
crossed.
about Kyle Chalmers has woken up to headlines that the entire of China hates his guts because of what Pan was saying. Ridiculous. So Kyle says that he gave him a fist bump afterwards. He wasn't ignoring him, hadn't had a laugh with him the night before, and then he's sort of just put Kyle on blast, and now the country hates him.
The entire country have turned.
Oh, look, Australia has a long history of Chinese hating us and hating our swimmers. Just ask Matt Horton about that. So I'm sure that this is nothing that Kyle can't handle. But, Pan watched Kyle win the Olympic gold medal in Rio 2016, and that encouraged him to get in the pool and start swimming. And now you fast forward however many years, 8 years later, and it is Pan on top of the podium and Kyle coming in second. So Look, there also might have been something a little bit lost in translation. We never know, but I know that Kyle is a really good sport, and it's actually like quite a nice story of Pan coming through, getting inspired by Kyle, and then managing to pip him at the post and win that Olympic title.
Well, I mean, it's a nice story, but there's another story going along with Pan at the moment, and people are saying it's impossible for him to have won by that much. What's your comments on that? You're a swimmer. We don't know. Like, I just went, I didn't know that people could call something impossible.
I think that it is legit. I think that it is a completely feasible world record. Yep. I've spoken to sports scientists who have said that they've modelled for us athletes, and men can get down to as fast as 45 seconds. At one point it was
some women can attest to that.
And some women can attest to that. For a while it was impossible to run a mile under a minute, and then one man did it, and then suddenly there was this avalanche of people who did it. So there are lots of limitations that we place on ourselves, and a lot of them can be mental limitations. And once you see one person do it, you're like, all right, that's now the standard I have to get to.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to get there too of you.
Oh, thank you so much. We don't believe you're human, but this is Cate Campbell, everybody.
We love your work, Kate. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.